morning, good morning, good morning. Good.
All right, and to switch over to my Bluetooth. That way the audio sounds a lot better. There we go. Doing another live in my car, waiting on a passenger. I'm an Uber driver. Welcome to Some Random Guy Speaks. I am your host, Tony G, and we're about to get started again today. You see the title today? You see what the title reads? Ending Illegal Discrimination and Restoring Merit-Based Opportunities. Woo! Merit-based opportunities. Man, we're going to talk about it this morning. Wow. It's amazing, right? We're going to be talking about it. President Trump has wrote what we call the executive order. And we're going to go over it and talk about some things, right? But yeah. So how are you all doing today? I am doing fine. I am doing great, But yeah, no more DEI. Yeah, no more DEI, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm hoping if some people weigh in on this, on this topic, the ending of the DEI, diversity, was a diversity, equity, inclusion. We're gonna talk about that.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we're gonna get rid of that. Yeah, it's already gotten rid of, so we're gonna be talking about it. Omega, brother, how are you doing? Omega in the house, ladies and gentlemen. I may only be here for only an hour. I got you. That's cool. Hour is all I need. Okay, I'm all right. Just a crazy amount of money that I need to pay. I know, right, man, to get your car out of the shop. Yep, I know, man. But I'm gonna tell you this. Like I said before, Omega. This is one of the reasons why we all voted for President Trump. You already see there's money that's being invested in the country already to to create jobs. It's already going down, Omega, man. So it's going to take about a year, maybe less, to be able to get this economy back on track because stupid Joe Biden have effed up a lot, as you already know. Mm-hmm. And Trump right now just signing executive orders, over 200 executive orders. He ain't taking no prisoners. And we don't have nothing to apologize from the left anymore either. We won. Ain't nothing else to debate. So they're gonna have to get in line or buy them a plane ticket and go to some other country. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and talk about it and things like that. But yeah, Omega man, I'm glad to hear from you though, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. So I'm just over here looking for my other notes. Uh, Before we go ahead on and get started. Look like some people are coming into the room and maybe they can weigh in on this thing. Tell me how you guys feel about not having DEI and all this other stuff, man. Tell me how you guys feel about it, honestly. Are you for it? Are you against it? Let me know. You can speak up here on the live this morning. So I guess I can go into it until somebody bring it up, whether they like it or not. Well, we already know, right? Omega says they are trying to rename DEI to DOA. Oh, really? Okay. Equity. Okay. Equity, opportunity, and assistance. Yeah, they just always trying to rebrand stuff. It's not going away. They are rebranding it. Yeah, it's gonna go away, Omega. It's gonna go away. They're trying to rebrand it, but it's gonna go away. Trump has a lot of things in place right now because again, the Dems don't have no power right now. They don't even have leadership. You know what I'm saying? They don't have anything. The leadership is gone. The Democrats right now It's like the legs have been kicked out from under them. They don't have really anything to stand on right now. You know, they're just a bunch of angry, upset people right now. They just got to get, because there's a new administration that's here. You know, Ghost Rider One, U.S. Marine Corps. I know what that stands for. We got a Marine in the house. The military rocks with me, man. You already know that. People in the military rocks with me. Salute to you, sir. Nothing is free anymore, right? If you want it, you work for it. Experience get you a good job. There you go. Ghost Rider One Marine. Boy, that's a Marine right there. You're absolutely right, sir. It's got to be merit based, because when they put those other policies in, it pissed a lot of people off, man. It really did. And it lets you know, too, can they really do the job? Look at, they had the women over there, the firefighters, and they didn't know what to do. And we know that part of the fires happened because they were incompetent. I would hate to have a DEI pilot flying the plane, even though most of it is all remote, but you still have to know some things, right? You have to know airspace, right? You have to know how to read the charts. You have to know how to read the weather, because everything is encrypted and coded. I had to study that when I, being a drone pilot, but you just can't say, okay, here you go, and go ahead and take it up. It's ridiculous. But Ghost Rider One, yeah, U.S. Marine Corps, sir, you are 100% spot on. You know, but I love Trump's policies though. Omega says the rebranding is on the heels of EOA. Yeah, but they don't have a leg to stand on though. The way that Trump has, I'm gonna let you guys know the way what Trump has set going on right now, and you already know, a lot of you may know this. He's setting up a dynasty, a mega dynasty. It's not just him, but he's got stuff in position and setting it up as MAGA dynasty. So we're probably looking at about 40 years out. The Dems don't have it, you know. Omega says they kill me they kill me if I have to rescue your husband. He simply found himself in the wrong spot, is what they say. But say that to them, then you are a bigot. Exactly. Exactly. This is the nonsense of it. But you know what? We won. You know what I'm saying, Omega? You know what I'm saying? Ghost Rider, we won. We won. All of us won. There's nothing to debate about no more. That's what I'm saying. They can chime in on it and have an opinion about it, but we know how this stuff is going already. We have won. I mean, look what's going on. Trump have already got things in position. The country is moving forward. The economy is about to start going into the golden age. We are on the, you know what I'm saying? We on the brink of greatness right now, man. It's about to go down and happen. You know what I'm saying? So the World Forum, they were even talking about Trump. They said they never would have thought that Trump would have got back into the office. They thought he was finished after his first 4 years that he served. They just thought, see, they overlooked a lot of things. They admitted it. They said they overlooked a lot of things. Trump's common sense policies work. You got the Saudis investing in all that money. You got Oracle, SoftBank, and what's the other company? The AI technology. They invested $500 billion into America, man. And we got to have people trained. Americans got to go back to school. Even myself, I said I was. And we got to get trained on AI, man. We got to get trained on technology. It is what it is, man. We really do. We really got to get ourselves, because now, and then the manufacturers are coming back here, and they flying in now. They're moving like light speed now, because now they are confident in building into America. And we know that inflation is going to start dropping. You know what I'm saying? So let's go over Trump's policies here. So in January 2025, President Donald Trump issued an executive order, right, aimed to dismantling diversity, equity, inclusion, right? Programs within the federal government and influencing the private sector to follow suit. Key actions taken: termination of federal DEI programs, the executive orders mandated and so forth about DEI incentives across federal agencies, including elimination related training, contracts, and promotions, replacement of DEI employees on leave, right? Because he did say that he gonna send them on leave with pay, right, for a certain amount of time, but they won't go back in those positions as a DEI hire. Federal employees working on DEI, I already said that before, with plans for their promotion, for their positions to be terminated. So they're gonna go on a paid leave, administrative leave, and then they're gonna their position with that particular company will be terminated. Recessions of affirmative was affirmative action policies. Yep. So he already wrote the orders to provoke affirmative action requirements for the federal contractors, right? This goes point to UN Ghostwriter, right? A policy in place since 1965, signaling a significant policy shift. Impact on private sector education institutions. It's a beautiful thing, ladies and gentlemen, right? The administration encouraged private business and educational institutions to discontinue their DEI programs, promoting a merit based approach to hiring and administrative and admissions. There we go, right here. So this is the crux of it, ladies and gentlemen, right here. So because the manufacturing jobs are coming back, we all gonna have to go to school. We all gonna have to, for some of us anyway, that want to go to school. I ain't gonna say we all have to go to school. For some of us that do, that get into investing in AI technology and all this other stuff, get back into STEM, because right now it's happening, ladies and gentlemen. We have won. The World Economic Forum have admitted defeat to Trump. That's another beautiful thing. Again, once again, the World Economical Forum has admitted defeat to Trump. It's a beautiful thing. Again, the World Economical Forum has admitted defeat to Trump. Trump is unstoppable right now. You know what I'm saying? And they know it. He has the people, the support of the people. That is what they never had. The DMs only had like small minority groups, and now it's been chopped off. Though they may not ever be empowered the way it is right now. They have no leadership. They're discombobulated. They don't. Nobody knows what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And Trump has, once again, it's nothing to argue about and get upset about. Common sense policies that work for America. All he's saying with the merit base, we have to make it fair for all of America. We can't include certain people and kick other people out because that's not going to work. But we know that the naysayers, I think Al Sharpton, trying to mobilize and trying to get people out here to boycott, but it's not going to work. They have lost. It's a wrap. Just admit defeat and just accept what it is. Ron says, you mean the WHO, World Health? Oh no, I'm not talking about them. Not the World Health. We already been pulled out of that, Ron. Trump pulled us out of the World Health Organization. All that money that we've been paying them, yeah, Sambo Sharpton, you got that right though, Ron Maker. Yeah, Ron Rod. Yeah, we're not in the World Health Organization no more. Trump pulled us out. Yeah, we're not in that. We don't have anything to do with that no more. But yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Well, I'm talking about the World Economical Forum. That's the one that these rich people get together and they set up meetings. That's what it was called, the Great Reset. That was the reason why they were pushing America on the course of having us to eat bugs, restrict us with the new Green Deal, right? Uh, Tax us even more, strip away the Constitution. There's a whole list of stuff. This goes back with the Georgia Guidestones, right? This is where the World Economical Forum is getting this stuff from. There was a thing called the Georgia Guidestones and things. You can pull it up on Google and just type in Georgia Guidestones, and it'll come up. It'll tell you what their whole agenda is, what they have for the globe. We're talking about globally. This ain't just America, but they have failed, right? Because Trump it ain't acting on his own. He has assistance with other people globally as well too. So this is why everything is falling in place now. And Al Sambo Sharpton, he can't stop it. A boycott is not going to amount to much. Shoot, we're like what, less than 13% of the people. You think everybody black? What is it? 92% of the black women gonna get out there and boycott? That's not going. That's not enough to shut no economy down. He need to stop it. He ain't never been right by our people anyway. He's nothing more than a sellout and a Sambo. That's what he is. And a coon. Don't leave that out. So yeah, anybody worried about Al Sharpton or anybody else that's been promoting this DEI, all this other crap. They are the ones that divided this country up with their lies and BS. Omega says need to designate uh, Davos Group. Davos Group, right? WEF as being an anti-human rights organization. I know, right? Because this is exactly what it is. It exactly what it is. An anti-human rights organization. You know, that's exactly what should have happened. Because all the stuff that's been going over here, especially in America too. You know, but right now we are going back. We are going back, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, it's going to be better because now that we're going to be under the Constitution too, and because that's another thing they were trying to hack away the Constitution. Stupid Biden was trying to write in the 28th Amendment. You just can't do that. President don't have the power to do that, but that's what he was trying to do. Ron Rod says, "Gotcha, but good to know. Please continue updating us. Thanks." Yeah, you welcome, man. Not a problem at all, man. It's all good. Yeah, I'm just was trying to run it down some things, and things like that because, yeah, man, we are looking good. Trump signed 200 was it 200 executive orders and things like that. He's setting up a dynasty, as I said before, and this is going to be long lasting. Whoever as MAGA get in there, you know what I'm saying? Because Trump is still going to be up in his 80s, I believe, once he finishes 4 years. However, he's going to actually be able to, when he passes over the torch for MAGA, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be unstoppable. I believe that the naysayers are going to jump on board. You know why? Because when we don't have to pay income tax no more, we're also, not only that, I'm talking about federally as well as statewide, we won't have to pay no income taxes at all. So you know what that means. And then the tariffs start coming in, manufacturing jobs come back, America's going to build up. What's going to end up happening with the naysayers, they're going to jump on board and jump on the train. We got plenty of room to jump on board and join the Trump trains. We got plenty of room, you know. Now, the Trump derangement people, that's going to be another issue right there, because they need help. That's another issue. The naysayers can, if Snoop Dogg can change, even though he got paid, but Snoop Dogg can change or whatever, that means everybody else can too, you know what I'm saying? Mega says, let me see here, anyone associated with the WF should be charged with sanction against, right, they should. American people are offering self-exile and be rendered as a stateless individual and branded an outlaw, right? Classical band, yeah. Exactly though, Omega, you know. Ghost Rider 1 says, have to go to work. Keep up the good work. Thanks, Ghost Rider, man. I hope you come around, man. If you don't mind subbing, man, that's cool, man. And I appreciate you guys giving the likes and stuff, man. I'm just going over some of Trump's executive orders and things, man. It's all good. Omega says basically strip them of their American citizenship under the constitutional grounds. Yeah, that is. But you know what? Guantanamo Bay, though, Omega, I believe, this is my opinion. Now, I'm not saying this is a fact. What I'm about to say is my opinion. I believe that some of these people have already been tried for war crimes and that they have a tribunal, military tribunal court over in Guantanamo Bay. And I believe that some of them are already being held, and it's probably why we're not seeing. This is my conspiracy. I'm not, this is my opinion, right? Yeah, Just in Time says, stay warm out there, big dog. I appreciate it, Just in Time. God bless America. God bless Donald Trump. I know that's right, Justin. Thank you, man. I appreciate you guys liking and stuff and subbing for me and things like that. I appreciate it, man, because we've been down for so long. And Trump said, you know what Trump said to the black community? He said, for those that have voted for me, he said, thank you guys for having my back. I got yours. And I know what he meant when he said that. I think I went over the platinum plan before too, but I will go over the platinum plan probably on the next uh, thing as well, where Trump, because it was supposed to have went down in 2020, but what happened was is that the election was stolen for Trump, but Trump has allocated towards the black community $500 billion, right? With some stipulations, of course, because it's called the Platinum Plan. It's a plan that many of these blacks don't talk about. And I'm going to go back and redo, because I addressed yesterday's live, addressing the 92% for us with the black women. But I'm going to go back over that again. But I'm going to go back on that on the next live. Okay, Daddy EO says, I don't like that he didn't put his hand on the Bible. I voted for him because, okay, right. I'm going to say this. If some of you have watched, there was a documentary, I can't think of his name, but it was called The Greatest Show on Earth. Many of you may not know this. Trump was still the president. That's why he didn't put his hand on the Bible, because he's already sworn in already from the first time. Remember when we said that Joe Biden got in there illegally? This is why he got in there illegally. It wasn't legal. This is why Trump is still the president. That's why they call Biden a resident. Trump is still the president. Think about it. Kamala Harris, Joe Biden ride on Air Force Two, right? Trump rides on Air Force One, right? When they were going to go to the Capitol to show the evidence that the election was taken, what did they do? They created a situation called J6. And that was designed to make sure, because had that would have been exposed, what Biden did, because really what we had was an insurrection. What Biden did, it was an insurrection to our voting. They stole our vote. That's why this is called, think about it, right? Now, Daddy EO, you ain't got to believe it. I mean, because we won. So it don't matter what you say. You ain't have his hand on the Bible. I'm just giving you information. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta believe it. But like it is, he's always have been the acting president. And he's gonna bring out the facts in regards to the voting that was taken away from the American people. Daddy EO, you ain't gotta be taking my word for it. Wait till Trump expose it. And then you're gonna say, yeah, he was right. That's what I say though, it don't even matter at this point. But the election, notice Trump saying again, the election was stolen. They put a gag order on him before. Now that he's in power and he's going after, Letitia James and all them, their days are limited. Trust me. Megan says, Daddy L, if you actually go by the Bible, actually says, I swear an oath on the Bible, the Torah, it is in violation of the third commandment. The translation is terrible, but the original is TBC. Billy Bob, what's it? Billy, Billy Bob. Okay, Billy Bob Ray. Okay, okay, Billy By Ray. Okay, wait. People actually think Trump is Christian. That he cares about God. You know, it don't even matter though, Billy Bo. It don't even matter. I say that Trump is cares about God. It was obvious because he got shot at. Remember, if it wasn't for his head turned in a certain way, the bullet grazed his ear. That's why they call him the miracle president. He's a miracle president. Think about it. All the moves that he's doing. God didn't like transgender. God didn't like all this other thing. Guess what Trump been doing? Dismantling what been going against Christians and people of religious faith and stuff like that. Everybody rah-rahing Trump on that. And Trump talking about God more so than ever. Putting Bibles back in the school. We're gonna have prayer in school though. Billy, wake up, Billy Bob. Ray, wake up, man. We're gonna have prayer back in the schools, dude. You know what I'm saying? So nobody said like John said, nobody's saying that look at Joe Biden, right? Let me read what Omega said. We're gonna continue on. Omega says, continuation, you should not bear oath, right, to your Lord in a temperous manner. So you should not swear oaths in the name of Yah. Okay, yeah, I would say Yahweh, Yahweh, right? That could easily be broken. John Paddock says, and Joe Biden was an altar boy. Man, I've been cooked Joe Biden. I mean, you know what I'm saying, John? I mean, but see, that's the thing, though. We don't have to keep debating them. You know, we don't. I'm not gonna get in here and debate people because we won. They lost. You know. Now I'm not beating up what's his name, Billy Bob. I'm not beating you up because like you said, you like Trump, but you say he didn't put his hand on the Bible. But look at all the plans that he's doing. What I told you, he's still the acting president. Because I watched some documentaries on this stuff. And everything that guy that put that documentary together, everything is lining up. It's cool though, you know what I'm saying? We ain't worried about it. We won. That's why we call him the miracle president. If the World Health or the World Economic Forum even said that Trump is unstoppable. He won. What does that mean for everything else? These were the guys that were trying to stop him in the first place. But yeah, let me see here. John says, yeah, okay, you talk and I'll troll the trolls. All right. Okay, that's fair. Mega says, John, okay, yeah, he wore the cross hack, okay, the cross sack while being fondled and on, okay, been fondled, and went on to be fondler. Okay, okay. John said Omega. Okay, Daddy. Okay, I'm not debating. I want to understand, but you remember I told you what it was. You didn't believe it. So the only thing I can say, Daddy O, is that you just have to wait and see what I said, and when it comes out about how that election was stolen. You know that's on Trump's to-do list. He wants the America to know that that election was taken from the American people. That was an actual fact. Trump wasn't lying about that. If anybody thinks, I never said that Biden was the true president. He's a resident. You ride on Air Force One when you're the president. Why are they riding on Air Force Two? Trump is on Air Force One again, right? You saw Kamala's plane. I did a live. You wasn't around, but I did a live months back when the plane was here. It was an Air Force Two, not the Air Force One, because she's not allowed to be on Air Force One. Only a president, a standing president that's been sworn in, that won the election vote. But Trump decided not to fight it no more because in 2020, people were in a different state than they are today. Remember, Trump didn't really have the people like he has now. Now he has the people because the people saw what the media and what the left were doing. They've been weaponized. They went after, with Joe Biden leading the charge, they went after their political opponents. They broke the first constitution rights of him, freedom of speech and all this. And then the Fourth Amendment, remember they broke in Mar-a-Lago? They went after these political figures and stuff like that. They've been weaponized. They weaponized the FBI. They weaponized the CIA. They have used government agencies and spendings and monies, our taxpayers' monies, to be a criminal syndicate. This is about to blow up. This is exactly what ended up happening. Open Sea says 2020 was stolen. Absolutely. Absolutely. It was stolen from him. John says, Daddy, Daddy says, look what they did in the first couple of days. Now that the cabinet needs to be confirmed, the House needs to start making laws that can't be revoked by executive orders. Exactly. Omega says, Daddy EO, I'm with you. I don't understand. We are all with you. Yeah, we are. As said, we need to wait and see, exactly, and hold accountability and cheer when he does what we commission, both verbally and silently. Absolutely. Absolutely, Omega. Daddy, I'm just going to call you Daddy. Okay, I'm not debating that 2020 was stolen. My point is that how does he rehash 2020, bringing down the family household prices and so forth? So you have a problem. Okay, so what? Okay, so Daddy, let me ask you this. So the problem you actually have, is it a problem with just the economy? Because it kind of seemed like you bringing up a point, right? So are you mad with him in 2020? Because we know COVID happened, and COVID was out of Trump's control. Because we know that this is what Fauci, me and Omega was talking about this earlier. There are war crimes, but in this case, biological weapon that was put globally. And remember, when COVID happened in early 2020, because 3 years out, Trump, we were down 1% inflation. Everything was good. You know what I'm saying? We had the lowest inflation between black and brown. I believe it was between 4.5 and 5.5%. It was the lowest record that ever been recorded in the history of America under Trump administration back in 2016, right? But when COVID was introduced, and then because they introduced it, Bill Gates, Fauci, and all them, what's that event 201? Go and look that up. Bill Gates been had COVID way back in the 90s. He was talking about this stuff. So he was one of the architects of the COVID-19. You know what I'm saying? So event 201, I think that's what it is, right? And then we look at, what's his name? Anthony Fauci, right? Guy was paid, a paid flunky, to push this lie on COVID. Because when COVID was introduced, our economy started to take. A lot of businesses lost their livelihoods. They set the whole thing up. COVID never killed anyone. Most of those people died of preconditions. They said people that was dying of preconditions like heart disease, diabetes, and all the other type of issues, stroke, they say write them up. When my dad passed away in 2021 and things, because he had congenital heart failure, diabetes, right? I wouldn't be surprised if they put down there COVID. He didn't die from COVID. He died from complications, pre-complications. You know what I'm saying? So in regards to that, preconditions is what I'm trying to say. Let me see. Let me go ahead and read down the thing here. Mega says, being a tactician, we need for 2020 to be stolen in order to recognize that the demo KKK rats are emperors with no clothing. Exactly. That's what we're saying in regards to this. Trump is gonna. They have all the evidence. Now, what they ended up doing is that they ended up destroying a lot of evidence. Trump said it. They destroyed a lot of evidence on J6. The J6 situation, they were getting rid of evidence. That's why Biden went on and pardoned all of them. Liv Cheney and the other lady that they paid was manufactured. And they had, that's the thing, they got rid of those evidence on most of that stuff. Most of the evidence, they got rid of it. They ended up getting rid of it. That's why we in a situation right now. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm not mad either. By all means, I'm not mad. That's why I said before, anybody is welcome to be a part of this thing. Yeah, anybody is welcome to be a part of this thing, though. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, this ain't about convincing. I'm just saying the facts in regards to what is going on, though. You know, as far as with the COVID and things like that, they were going to go. They were going to march peacefully in J6. 25 FBI undercover agents, Capitol Police, the whole deal behind that. That's why Joe Biden gave those pardons, and they hid and destroyed a lot of evidence because they had incriminating evidence against Biden and all the rest of them for what they did trying to fake a real insurrection. It wasn't an insurrection. It was manufactured to be an insurrection. It wasn't an insurrection in regards to J6. That's why those guys were going to get pardoned. And I'm glad that Trump pardoned them. You know what I mean? Because, and then the thing about it, what about the abuse that they had to deal with? They were getting their asses handed to them. They were getting beat. They were getting their asses beat up in there, you know, being up there in jail. This is another thing. The J6ers, their constitutional rights have been violated. We have a thing called the Sixth Amendment, where we have a speedy trial. Remember? You can't hold people without due process. This is the Sixth Amendment. They were violated. They violated their First Amendment rights, and they broke all type of federal laws to those boys. You know what I'm saying? Now they're gonna be compensated. You know, the American people of course, is gonna be, but for something like this, we don't mind paying because this was an injustice to fellow Americans. What they did, this is terrible. This is totally terrible what they did. You know what I mean? So this is what ended up happening, you know? Let me go ahead and read on down here. Daddy says, I'm not mad. He says our country is hurting, right? And suffering, and let's spend $1 trillion to get to Mars. I'm in agreement of that. Let me see here. Just get to work helping the country recover. Right, exactly. Before spending more money. We don't care. Exactly. Daddy, Omega says, Daddy, misunderstand. The Mars mission is tax subsidized, meaning no money given, less taken in order to facilitate experience of SpaceX. We aren't paying anything. Okay. A Bumblefoot says, what are you talking about? Okay, Omega says, but then again, receiving less money is technically inclined to pay for it. But the reality is we aren't paying anything, just not taking any tax revenue. I hear that. I missed start. I missed start, LOL. Yeah, from Bumblefoot. Okay, Daddy says, you understand tax subsidies is my money, right? Sounds pretty so socialistic to make money to send rich bitches to Mars. Mars ain't for us common folk. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, and I hear that. I mean, everybody got an opinion on that. I like the Mars program, you know. A Bumblefoot says, do you know how much resources are on Mars? I don't know exactly how much resources on Mars, but I know there's got to be a very good reason for them going to Mars. That's for sure. It takes 6 months to get there, and things like that. But yeah, I know me and I think it was John talking about this last week. If they can figure out the way with the technology for the stasis chamber, because you're going to need a stasis chamber, a 6 months trip. But if a stasis chamber can be developed, and I believe it could, you got Elon Musk, one of the smartest men on the planet, so they can come up with something like that, so they can go into a deep state, a deep sleep, and things like that, so they can do the voyage trip to Mars, 6 months out, you know, and things. So yeah, it's all possible. It really is. It's all possible. A Bumblefoot says, "Do you, okay? No, I'm sorry. You already read that." Daddy says, "None that you will ever see." And then a Bumblefoot says, "Buddy, why do you think we're okay? We in Ukraine billions in raw rare minerals." Yeah, Omega says, "Daddy, okay. Let me put it this way. Okay, that you can understand. SpaceX is a subsidized, meaning SpaceX is exempt from paying taxes while no money is given to him. Yeah, because Elon Musk, I mean, he got, hey, one of the best that ever did it. Makes a lot of sense. Omega makes a lot of sense to me. So it makes a lot of sense. But he is the space program. Skip NASA, he is the space program, to be really honest. John says, Daddy, they said the same thing about the car, the airplane, etc. And look at the jobs. Technology has come from that. You got to invest in receiving revenue. That's true. This is what this whole policy with Trump is doing. He's investing to set it up for people to, or Americans as well as foreigners, to invest in America. We never had this in a long time. Man, we are going back to the golden age. A Bumblefoot says, "I'm okay with Elon. Look at what Einstein, the neutron, etc., did working with the government, right? Working with the government. Yeah, because you got to have smart people. Like Trump said, very intelligent people must be protected. In the days of Einstein, the theory of relativity, E equals I time, or E equal I over R, and all this other stuff, the theory of relativity, yeah, our smartest people, Nikola Tesla, we have to protect our smartest people on the planet, you know, because they deserve for how smart they are. You know what I'm saying? Elon, one of the richest men in the world, one of the smartest men on the planet. You know what I'm saying? He would be considered Tony Stark today, back in Marvel and Iron Man. He's our modern day Tony Stark. Seriously. Omega says your tax money isn't given to SpaceX for this. In other words, Daddy, imagine you run a business and tax are 40% for your business to expand. They subsidize, meaning you pay zero but get nothing. Makes a lot of sense to me, Omega, the way you break it down like that. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense, though, A Bumblefoot says, I'm from the UK. We love him here. I know y'all do. Our leader is a lunatic. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, man. You guys in the UK, man. Yeah, I feel sorry for you, a Bumblefoot, man. I do, man. You guys, and I talked about that on my live a few times, man. You guys are overwhelmed because you know what's hurting you guys? Your taxes. You got a central bank that been around for over 500 years. What is it? The Bank of International Settlements. You guys have overran with immigration, right? Illegal immigration. You have it's a safe haven for all type of terrorist groups, criminals, sex offenders, all type of stuff going on over there. Man, I feel sorry for you guys over there. I do. Daddy says so many tax money is used for the stuff. that there's money could have been used for. I paid more then. Okay, Bumblefoot says he made hate laws, which is like wrong speak laws. Bumblefoot says they're copying what your Democrats just did to. I know, right? Miss G, what's going on with you, Miss G? How is Miss G? Hi, Tony, just passing by and leave a like. Thank you, Miss G. I'm gonna be on your live later. Sure enough, I'll be over there to check you out. Ladies and gentlemen, wave to Miss G. She's a good friend of mine, you know. Daddy says, I gotta go. Trump is speaking. Okay, yeah, I know he's speaking though. Yeah, check that out. I'm gonna catch it on the record. That's one thing about technology these days. I'm always listening to Trump. Trump. Yeah, that's what I say, man. We looking good, ladies and gentlemen. And I love talking about this stuff, man, because we are going. I did the other one about the golden age, man. The golden age. We are in that era right now, man. Who would have thought the miracle president, man? This guy here have done the impossible. Once again, won the popular vote, won the Senate, won the House, also won the Supreme Court, right? Survived an assassination attempt, had his home broken into. People, the Dems were going after Trump. They were trying to lock him up. Frivolous charges. There was nothing wrong with him and Stormy Daniels. They put that whole lie on him and Stormy Daniels. Even Stormy Daniels said he didn't do anything. You know what I'm saying? They created a thing called the hush money trials, all this other stuff. It's terrible. Daddy, not exactly. You aren't paying any more than normal. You really got to learn how all of this works. Yeah, gotta check that out. Regards to it. But I think the Mars program though, man, I've always been in the space excavation, man. I really have, man. I'm all for it, man. I'm a big fan of it. I go back with the Star Trek, Deep Space Nine. I mean, not. I mean, with that too. But I'm talking about before that. What's that? Space Odyssey, Space 1999. Y'all remember that one? Some of you old school. I mean, yeah, man. We are living right now, man. The space thing, and Elon Musk can deliver us to go to Mars, and things like that. They talking about colonizing Mars. So if there are Martians on there, I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one though. If they can work out the deal with the Martians, then yeah, I'm all for it. Yeah. I mean, but we can't have it when they start trying to disrespect those Martians, man. Yeah, they may have advanced weaponry that we may not be aware of. Don't go picking no fight with those Martians, man. Yeah, a Bumblefoot says, LOL. When Trump announced the Stargate, the Stargate program, exactly. Program, I nearly fell off my chair. I was about to bring this up. You got ahead of me, but that's okay. Was expecting wormholes, LOL. You know what? I know you was, but we already know it's the AI. It's these conglomerate. What is it? Oracle, SoftBank, and what's the third one? Omega or John? I think there's three companies that have merged together, and the Japanese CEO of SoftBank, he has designated $500 billion into America, man. Open AI, thank you. That's the other company. Open AI is the third one. Thank you, a Bumblefoot. Yeah, so it's Oracle, Open AI, and SoftBank, right? Man, Chat GPT people, right? Exactly. That's the one that's off of Open AI, I believe it is. This is a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful morning. It sure is, though. Omega says, I'm an AI skeptic, right? I don't agree with it, but long term, it must be shackled hard. Yeah, I remember doing a live on that. I don't think you was here, Omega, but John was. John says, I don't trust Sam Altman. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But I know Trump, he's got control of the military. Trump has Space Force. So the only thing about AI, because I'm not 100% sold on the AI, because look at the Terminator. I keep bringing that up because the Terminator, we on that timeline when you really think about it, right? Because what was Terminator all about, right? It's about the machines becoming sentient, right? They became aware. When Skynet became, exactly, there we go, AGI, right, equals Skynet. Because AGI, when it started to become aware, and where it's right now, we talking about street lights, we talking about all the machinery, it could talk to it, right? At lightning speed. And if it become a sentient being, we gonna be in some, you know what I'm saying? Because when it become aware of it all, dun 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 dun, talking about the Terminator, dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. It was one man, John Connor, or in this case, it'll be John Paddock. He will be the one to lead to exist the resistance, ladies and gentlemen, to stop AGI. You know, and we have to overcome our I guess you could say AI oligarchs. You know, they're gonna be the future oligarchs. What y'all think? You know, I'm not trying to make light of it, but it's a possibility though. A Bumblefoot says could be Omega. It's more likely than not. Yeah, a Bumblefoot says it's legit. Might see the way to save the world. It is to use us as batteries and not the Matrix. Yeah, yeah, I mean, you know, we're on the timeline. That, the Matrix, Alien, you know what I'm saying? We are on that timeline. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to do another live on my next one where I'm going to talk about these popular movies, and we got to tie it in, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm going to need your help, though, guys, as well, when we go in and embark on that one, because we are on that timeline. Star Trek, Star Wars, we all on that timeline, you know. We got George Soros as Senator Palpatine. You know what I'm saying? He's like the master behind it. Biden and all them are just the puppets that he controls. You know? Yeah, won't you do my bidding, Skywalker? I mean, but that's basically what we. I mean, that's what we are. We on that timeline. I'm making a light of it, but you know what I'm saying? Big Star Wars fan. Nerd alert, but at any event, yeah, you're absolutely right, you know? Yeah. Senator Palpatine. Ah, man. We got a little bit of Star Trek, Star Wars, Alien, Terminator, and Matrix. Oh, man. A Bumblefoot says, that, then again, Elon says it's 50-50 that we are a base reality. We could already be plugged in. That's true too. I always think about I'm always a conspiracy theorist when it come down to us being in a simulation. You know what I'm saying? So if it's a simulation, right? Simulation. So if it's a simulation that we are in, because when they said it, I was watching something where they were able to break down, you know, the protons, neutrons, electrons, all the way down past the quarks to the point of they were able to see binary code. Think about this, ladies and gentlemen. Ones and zeros like the Matrix. Goes back to your point, a Bumblefoot. The Matrix. Everything is coded. You know, the plant life that we see, when you start looking at the patterns and stuff, the trees and everything has a binary code, is what I'm trying to say. It's all binary, man. Ones and zeros, man. Ones and zeros. Hey, Bumblefoot says, I've saw that. It's true. Yeah, man. It's a simulation. A simulation. That's what it is. A simulation. With ones and zeros when we really start thinking about it. Hey, Bumblefoot says they're pulling the same code out of DMT controlled trips. Oh yeah, those DMT. I never done that. I don't think I would want to do that DMT. I heard a lot about it, but have any of you guys ever been on the DMT trip? I don't rock with it, but I've heard about it. And Bumblefoot says that is a rabbit hole. It is. What we're talking about right now is a rabbit hole, man. Because because like this stuff that we see is solid matter. It looks real. The Matrix is appear to look real. You could die in the Matrix, right? Do we get reassimulated? When they say reincarnation, and we come back as somebody else, like a computer program, right? Remember Tron? Remember Tron? Yeah. A Bumblefoot says, look up DMT laser experiment. Okay, I'm gonna have to look at that, man. Okay, John says no. What's that? Side Barrett never came back. Oh, he never came back from the DMT. Oh, he never did. That's why I won't do it, John. No, that's why I won't do it. I would not do it. No, no trip for me, sir. No, because I want to come back. I don't want to be like in no DMT for me. No, I just don't do it. No, I'm like Trump. The most he drink is diet soda. I ain't mad at him though. But no, I'm not, I won't do that. Not the DMT stuff. Have any of you guys? You guys can weigh in the room. Have any of you guys actually did DMT? You know, and if you have, what was the experience like? Because I haven't heard a lot of medicinal and all this other type of stuff. I've heard some of the things people have saw when they went on that trip and things like that. So it was really interesting when you type in people that have shared their experiences on the DMT trip. I know about it, but I don't. No, I won't do it. You know what I'm saying? Because if I'm gone on the trip, who's gonna do my show? Who's gonna do my show though? My show will be shut down, right? I would miss me doing my show. You know, to be honest. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But how about this one? If we up the ante a little bit, if you guys ever saw the movie The Surrogate with Bill Willis, Bruce Willis, Bill Willis, Bruce Willis, The Surrogate. When you think about it, that's possible too. All these great movies. What about iRobot? That's another one. All this stuff is possible, ladies and gentlemen. It's possible because we are on these timelines. The Matrix, Star Wars, Star Trek, right? Terminator, Alien, and things. A lot of them, you know. Yep, a lot of it. Yeah, yeah, that's what I say, man. It's very interesting though, man. It's very interesting. But yeah, man. Yeah, the Mars thing and all that. Like I said though, there's talk flat earthers. Who's a flat earther? Who's a flat earther? Any of you guys a flat earther? I done heard that and things. A Bumblefoot says, did any of you see the UAPs? No, don't tell me you're talking about the drone thing again over New Jersey. A Bumblefoot, are you talking about that? Yeah. Are you talking about that? I talked a little bit about the UAPs though, you know? No, those are not UAPs. We know that they are a government. You know why? Because they have the tail lights on it like the planes do. It can't be a UAP if it has red and green lights. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Bubblefoot says, was it just there? It was here in the UK too. Okay, yeah. But I hear what you're saying. But you don't want to ask you, Bumblefoot, you in the UK, right? So what about this mysterious milky cloud substance that has been coming down over there in the UK area? You know anything about that? Could you elaborate on that? Have you experienced that? Daddy says Elon admitted to using illegal drugs on many podcasts, but he never disclosed that on his firearm application. 6 of them. Well, yeah, you know what, Daddy? I mean, the guy is brilliant. I can't nitpick what he does, you know. All I know is that we have to protect our intellectual people such as him, one of the smartest men on the planet. Who else do you know? I'm saying that Elon is perfect, right? Nobody's perfect. Trump isn't perfect. I ain't perfect. You know, a lot of us say, I'm sure you're not perfect either, Daddy. But at this point, a rocket that can land itself back on the launch pad, that's pretty darn impressive. That's like sci-fi stuff right there. Omega says Elon's trying for RoboCop with Neuralink. Yep, I know, right? Where does that man end and the machine being? Yeah, because like I said before, that's what Matrix was about. Where you jack in. Everybody eventually is going to jack in. You know? Can you imagine jacking in? You know, jacking in, jacking off. I'd like to be a jokester, man. Oh man, jacking in, jacking off. I just made it funny. That's what they did in the Matrix. They were jacking in, and you go into this, reality, virtual reality world, and we have that right now. A Bumblefoot says, "It's video of these green and red lights chasing 12-foot crafts and glowing orbs." Now, I can't explain those orbs, you know. Now, yeah, and then Omega, okay, I'm sorry, not Omega, but Bumblefoot said, you mean the fog? Yeah, talk about the fog, though, a Bumblefoot, because I've been watching and stuff. Yeah, Bumblefoot says, that fog made me have 2 weeks flu. I know, right? Let's talk about that, Bumblefoot. For those that may not know, there is a fog white milky substance that coats and falls down out the sky. It has been reported in parts of Europe that this has been going on. Talk about that, a Bumblefoot, man. I would like to know more. John says Bill Gates came up with Microsoft, or I'm sorry, MS DOS while on a acid trip. Yeah, man. I mean, now here's the thing. Okay, I'm gonna read Omega and then I'm gonna say something. Omega says the first jack in will be for jacking off commercially. I know, right? I know, right? Oh man, Tales from the Street. I like that name. Tales from the Street. We talk Tales from the Hood, Tales from the Street, Tales from the T. What do you have to tell? Tales from the Street. Tales from the Street says, "What are you looking for out of space? Money for nothing, and your money for nothing, but your checks are free." Boy, dire straight. Yeah, let me stop now. All these homeless folk, hungry people, and we're talking about self-landing rockets. So tales from the street. I mean, this is interesting, man. This is interesting. So tales from the street. Do you? I know what you're saying about this, but tales from the street. Let me ask you a question, though, right? Um, do you? Are you? What is your role in helping the homeless? If you don't mind me asking. Bumblefoot. A Bumblefoot says it's gone now, but over Xmas, being Christmas, and New Year's, the fog was so thick, I heard. You could barely see it. I saw it on the video thing. Man, are you guys concerned? Yeah, was it natural though? The air tastes like chemical. That's what I heard, the air tastes like chemical. Many people had the flu. I'm telling you guys, man, we got to shut this biological weapon down, man, because if that hit the shores of America, man, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we got to shut it down. Tales from the Street says, we work for little pay and they spending billions on rockets. Okay, John is about to address, I'm going to let John ride on this one. John says, tell me, when were there never hungry? Right? Folks, which is true. You can never cure poverty. We tried. How about a decent job and a paycheck over a welfare handout. I'm all for that, man. Remember that old saying, though, Tales from the Street? It's what the old saying goes like this: you give a man a fish, he eats a day. You teach a man how to fish, and he can eat a lifetime. Remember that old saying, though, Tales from the Street? You just can't. We just can't give fish to people. They're already doing that on the streets. Guess what? That's just why they got in this situation in the first place. They need to go to some type of detox because a lot of them are on drugs. I ain't saying all of them, but we're not trying to hinder them. We want them to be independent. They can learn to be independent, and that way they can get out here and be productive. It's not about being a victim. Tales from the Street says, I work. Let me see here. Let me see here. I work with at risk kids trying to get them right so they don't end up here. You're doing the right thing, though. I'm not trying to call you out. You're doing the thing, though. But this is the problem with our society in the first place. We had too many set aside programs. Look at the black community. Prime example, right? When they gave welfare out to black women under Lyndon B. Johnson, 1965, the Great Society, what ended up happening? It collapsed. It destroyed the nucleus of the family. It pushed the men out and said the government is going to be that black woman's daddy. That's exactly what ended up happening, right? So it destabilized and almost destroyed our community. That is exactly what ended up happening. Thus, this is why we have nearly 80% of single women with children by different baby daddies, because they know that the government can always step in when a woman don't have to be responsible, get pregnant. Guess who's going to kick in? Us, the taxpayer, and the government. That's what happens. Omega says, Tales from the Street. What if an asteroid about 6 miles, 6 miles long is heading or hurling for Earth, and we fail to divert it, right? If we don't expand, right, away from Earth, human extinction. And that is true too, man. Remember Armageddon? Remember that movie though, Armageddon? Because there was a big asteroid that was hurling towards Earth. Their job was to get on a spaceship and to try to land, to detonate, to blow that thing up. I think, yeah, they definitely were successful. That's why we're still here today. That's why I'm just joking. I had to throw that in a little bit. Tales from the Street says, I already said that though. We work for nothing, making them billions. A Bumblefoot says, that's the man during HIV. AIDS said you can catch it all from cereal box. John Paddock says America needs to find a national direction for the future. Space and AI are the future, which it is. It's not going anywhere. And it's possible to cure cancer. It's already Trump have already made announcements about that. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that are going on right now. Curing cancer, curing a lot of these diseases, being able to the warp capability, folding space, the stasis chambers. We're gonna need those, because that's what they had in Alien. They had the stasis chambers, where your body just went to sleep and things. So yeah, we're gonna need all that technology, versus cryogenic. Yeah, they do have the cryogenic stuff too, but yeah, I don't want to be in a deep freeze stuff. Tales from the Street says they did that purposely, though, to break up our home. John Paddock says a Bumblefoot. That that was Anthony Fauci. Yeah, it was Anthony Fauci, all right. Tales from the Street says this stuff isn't by accident. Daddy says the gas man sets the gas prices. The egg man sets the egg prices. The meat man sets the meat prices. All these prices fluctuate. So they always make the same or more money. We pay 50 cents an egg. Well, here's the thing about it. We are in the process right now that we got our country back, now that we got the tariffs that's going to be put into place for negotiating purposes, as well as because it's our turn. Do you really realize that we had zero tariffs? So countries that was shipping their products back to America, they paid zero tariffs. But when we were shipping places, let's say products shipping to India, India was charging us 100% tariffs. Huh. India, right? Canada hit us up. Mexico hit us up. A lot of the European nation, Trump talked about it. They hit us up heavy, heavy, right? So it's about time. It's a thing called retribution and what's it called? We call it reciprocity, right? Because this is exactly what is going on regards to this type of stuff. So that money that's going to be coming back, because they ain't got a choice, because we're going to be energy independent, right? And then we also going to be, we're talking about the farmers. This was John and what's the name come in and things like that. John and Sherry, people like that. We're going to be America is coming back on its feet. Those independent farmers, you guys are going to be feeding America again. You know what I'm saying? This is a beautiful thing. So yeah, it's already happening. Tales from the Street says, what if we worry about things that we see in real life? Yeah. What if? Yeah. John says, no, Daddy, I'm a farmer. John is a farmer, ladies and gentlemen. Farmers rock with me. Yeah, so John said, I'm a farmer and can tell you that that's not true. Tales from the Street says, can't believe nothing they teach you. It's not for our benefit. You got to have some type of optimism. Where's your optimism at, man? You got to have something positive. Tales from the Street. Is it all doom and gloom? Brother, is it all doom and gloom? Tell me it's not. Um, Tales from the Street says the stuff that would help us, they hide. John says, Tales, that is the greatness of the internet. We can discuss and dismantle information, disseminate information to the masses. It's true. We do. We do. I mean, we got the internet, which they've been trying to shut down and regulate. What they're trying to, stifle our First Amendment. But we prevailed. Yeah. In fact, the censorship is gone. Trump got rid of the censorship. Boy, we was really in a bad space, man. we got freedom of speech again, boy. That's something. That's what I'm talking about. Freedom of speech, right? The Second Amendment. You know that reciprocity gun law is coming. That's what I'm looking forward to. Let me see what Omega has to say. The abuse of the H-1B and the H-1A stems from India tariffs, a broken promise that we hire more Indians than we would to reduce the tariffs. Yeah, the Indians been doing us wrong for a long time. That's why Trump is hitting them up with 100% tariffs. I forgot to mention that. Yeah, the Indian, was he the prime minister over there? Yeah, he was like, you cannot do this. You cannot do this, you know? He said, yeah, we can do it. Yeah, because in India, we hitting them up 100% tariffs. Because they've been hitting us up. Indians, they've been, like you just said, Omega, and look at it. They've been getting by for a long time. Guess what? In India, you got to pay up now. It's a new day now. They say he mad about it too, man. What? This is a travesty. This is a travesty, you know. He's upset now that they got to pay 100% tariffs in India. Yeah, we've been paying 100% tariffs. America been carrying the world from Europe, right, to India, Africa, Australia, right? Some parts of Asia. It's about time that we start to do this, right? We got to cash in. We have to cash in. Yeah, Omega says the demo KKK rats are stupid. They are eventually paid and don't, and they don't. Yeah, I know, right? No reply says, no reply says, no reply. I'm sorry. Says everyone charges us tariffs. It's true. I like your. Is that Trump photo? I like your Trump photo. Yeah, it's true. You know, everyone charges America, right? It's true. This is what Trump said. Enough of that. We're gonna go back to when it was 1870, because if we go back in history once again, 1870 up to 1913, we never paid tariffs. We did not pay tariffs. I mean, I'm sorry, we didn't. We set it up where we were on tariffs. The countries, right? I'm talking about our exporting. When the product came in, it was set up with tariff tax, where America was getting the money from 1870 up until 1913. We were getting the tariff money back into America, right? Now we still got tariffs on China. It's true. No reply says, and we did not pay income tax. It's true. Until it started in 1913. I was just about to go there. No reply. Yeah, no reply. It's true. I wouldn't be surprised. This is Donald Trump himself, boy. Go ahead, Donald. I got Donald Trump in the house, y'all. Go ahead, Trump. Boy, I'm a big fan of you. I know that's Donald Trump. You know Donald Trump rocks with me, by the way. I met Don Jr. Did I tell you guys that? You know what I'm saying? I know you told your daddy that I got my podcast channel. I told him, I said, yeah, man, I got my note. Yep. Some random guy, right? Go ahead, Trump. Yeah, what Trump said. He said we did not pay income tax. We started that in 1913. Yep, it's true. The creatures of Jekyll Island. Trump already knows this stuff, though. Go ahead, no reply. External Revenue Service will take care of all the tariffs coming in. Boy, that's Trump. I know you, Trump. I got Donald Trump in the house, boy. I got Donald Trump. Yeah, that's what Trump said. The External Revenue Service. Yep, exactly. Will take care of all the tariffs coming in. That is correct. I love his play on words. Instead of the internal, external revenue service, which is, man, this is a beautiful thing. Got Trump in the house, y'all. Can I just call you no reply, Trump? I know you're trying to keep a deep cover on Trump, you know. Yeah, we all rock with you in this room, man. John says, same with property taxes. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because truly, and let me know if I'm wrong here, President Trump. Now, with the only time that people paid the taxes was corporations, right? Back in was it 1870 before 1913? Is that correct? There, no reply. Boy, I love boy, that's one thing about it, man. Trump is a student of history. And then talk about Andrew Jackson too, would you? Yeah, man, boy, we got Trump in his house. That's what I say, though, you know. But he's absolutely right. And the External Revenue Service, man. Then we got DOGE, right? The Department of Government Efficiency. You know, we got all these things coming here, man. We rock with Trump heavy in this room. Heavy. We voted you in. No reply, boy. Yeah, tell John Don Jr. I said hello again, you know. Yeah, couldn't make it to the inauguration, though. I wanted to go. But yeah, it went off without a hitch. It was a beautiful thing, and stuff like that, man. You know what, y'all? I love watching Trump sign that 200 executive orders, man. I mean, that right there to me made my whole month, I really did, man. I really enjoyed it. But this DEI hire and all this other stuff, Trump, you are on the money. You know what I'm saying? You are right on the money. We ain't got to tell Trump nothing. He already know. This is why he is the commander in chief. He already know. Many of the taxes we pay were created in 1920s and 1930s, including the real estate tax, gift tax, and Social Security tax. Ain't nobody would know this but Trump. Appreciate it. No reply. Trump. Yeah, that's what I say though, man. That's what I say, boy. Always bet on Trump because we're gonna always win. He was right again. How many times are you gonna be right, Mr. Trump? I mean, President Trump. I love it. I love it, y'all. I love it. They rock with me. You know that, right? I'm on X too, right? I'm on X. He rocks with me. You know that, right? And I'm just a small guy, man, but I be putting out a lot of information, man. Cause I mean, now, yeah, I I hear you say, I think that's a laugh though, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, but only Trump would know this. I know it's public information too. Boy, that's what I say, man. He is on it, man. Oh yeah. Look at that. No reply says, unfortunately, the Constitution gives Congress the right to impose tax on people. That's what really needs to be changed. Yeah, I know, right? Imposes the tax on the people. That would be the 16th Amendment, sir. Because we know that 16th Amendment is not the real amendment. It wasn't ratified. They changed it. Because if I'm correct, I remember before reading a while back how citizens were not subject to pay taxes. But I know that they rewrote that in that 16th Amendment. That I know the one that we have now is not correct. I smell a dirty rat, but I know that's not the original 16th Amendment. Omega says we need to abolish property taxes. You may own the house, exactly, but the rent in the land, yeah, um, what's that? At, hold on for a minute. Megan, you got to break that word down for me. Okay, anti-ethical. Okay, I got it. Like, cause with my dyslexia, right? But I'm working through it. Okay. Yep. Okay. Anti-ethical. Okay. Ethical. To true ownership. Go to all sales and tax models, and have sales tax at 10% across the board. I'm sure Trump is already on it. Omega says remove Wilson's legacy. Yeah, Woodrow Wilson. One of the worst presidents ever, and repeal the 16th and 17th Amendment. Yeah, it really needs to, man, because that's not the original 16th Amendment, though. No reply says, as Trump, the Civil War led to the creation of the country's first income tax and the first version of the Office of Commissioners of the Internal Revenue. Wow. This is where the IRS came from. Wow, that's amazing. I did not know that. I did not know that. See, only Trump would know this stuff, y'all. That's why he make the big bucks. John says the dirty rat is okay, right. It is Colonel or Cole. Okay, Cole Edwards. I'm gonna call him Colonel. That's short for Colonel. Colonel Edwin House. Yeah. When I see COL, I call that the Colonel, short for Colonel. Yeah. Because remember Colonel KFC, right? The Colonel. That's funny. Yeah, boy, that's what I say though, man. But we rocking with you, President Trump. I'm sorry I blow your cover, man, but what I'm saying, yes, it's all good though, man. It is all good though, man. Could you tell us any more facts? I did not know this when the Civil War led to creation of country's first income tax. I did not know it. And the first version of the office of the commission. I had to read this again. I never knew that. Here I am thinking. So let me ask you this though. No reply. Okay, so no reply says since the U.S. Navy is as big as it as big as it is, we will be getting rid of the estate tax too. Man, that's what's up, man. Trump, ladies and gentlemen, that's Donald Trump. That's all I know. But I know this is on the plan though, because I know you already said how they're gonna get rid of the income tax. It just makes sense. It makes sense, ladies and gentlemen. It really does. This whole thing makes sense though, you know. Man, I've been a fan since what is it? Before The Apprentice, WWE, WWF, Vincent McMahon, and all the rest of that stuff. But at any event, man, yeah, man, this is what I'm saying right here, boy. Boy, you know you're gonna be the greatest. You're gonna be the greatest man, the greatest president in the history of the United States. I mean, you put the World Economic Summit on their heels. You know, even they even said that we had this guy over a barrel. They never thought that Trump could come back. They wrote him out. He was they were saying half dead, right? But he was resurrected. This is their words. They said that Trump was resurrected, right? Because man, this is a beautiful thing, man. You are the miracle president. That's all I got to say, man. It's a beautiful thing. We, ladies and gentlemen, are in a very good space right now. He's a colorless president. He don't see no color. And we are going to that golden age. You know what I'm saying? The golden age. Man, Omega says eliminate omnibus convention of the states to make a new amendment that forces every bill to be a single issue, right? Issue bills and no deception naming for the bills. Yeah, the way that they got it set up for the amendments, though, eliminating the omnibus, right? Um, yeah, and so if you had a new amendment that was added and getting Congress, I mean, we have the other option too. Besides, we have what they call it. We could amend, or in other words, override if possible. If we can't get it done in Congress, Congress, we can get it done at the state level as well too. What's it, 2/3 of the vote in Congress? But to get another amendment and things like that. So if you had a chance to have another amendment, what would it be though, Omega? You guys all can chime in on it. What do you think? To have another amendment added to the Constitution? Biden tried to put the 28th one in there with this DEI crap about this stuff with the women, and I talked about that on my previous live because that's what the 19th Amendment was all about. It was supposed to end women's suffrage, allowing women to vote and give women equal rights. Women have Title IX as well. So, which reminds me, what I got a question for you guys, and no reply too. Here's a question: what about Title IX for the women? Because if DEI and all that stuff is going away, how about Title IX in things? What about that? Because I don't have. I mean, Title IX in things. I wonder about that. Would that go away? That's a good question. Omega says a new amendment would be a restriction, right, on Congress for what I just explained, and to force Congress to have term limits. Yeah, to have term limits. That's gonna be hard though, Omega. I mean, I know we kind of talked about that before, but the Senate term limits, anybody know that's a gravy job. You know what I'm saying? I mean, when you think about it, right? I mean, look at what the Dems and some of the Uniparty been doing all this time, man. They've been living high off the hog. Open-ended credit cards with no limits, all on the expense of the taxpayers, with government spending, nobody watching what they did. I know they hating Doge right now. Um, I'm all for it though if it can get passed through the Senate because there should be term limits. So if we were to enforce the term limits, how many years for a senator you think, as opposed to unlimited right now? What would be a sweet spot for a senator? 2 years, 4 years, 6 years, 8 years? How many years for a senator? Eight. Yeah, eight is fair. Eight. Anybody else for eight for being a senator? One of the most powerful positions in the land, the Senate, right? The senators. Two in every state. A senator. Michigan, we got two senators. Two in every state, a senator. Mega says a convention of states would pass it. More than half of the country has term limits in state legislature. Yeah, they do. Because we have a person in Congress. That's a Congress person, congressman. Yeah, congressman. What they could serve? Was it 4 years for a congressman, or is it? Yeah, is it 4 years? Yeah, I'm kind of curious on that a little bit. So as a congressman, was it 4 years? Because we have a voting process like every was it like every 2 to 4 years? With it at the for the primaries and all that stuff. So yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying. I'm not for sure about the Congress people. Okay, no more than three lifetime terms for a senator, meaning 18 years maximum. You mean that's what's going on currently, right? Because 18 years seem like it's eons. I mean, just ask Adam Shifty Schiff. He's been in there for like eons, right? He ain't the only one. Look at Maxine Wicked West Waters. She been in there since what, 94? Yeah, they've been in there for a long time though. These old oligarchs, man, they've been in there for a long time. John says, "Did you see Zelensky? Zelensky wants 200,000 American soldiers to guard Ukraine." Omega says, "That is what I propose. This would work for repeal of the 17th Amendment." Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense in regards to that. John, yeah, it's not going to happen though. Yeah, it's not going to happen. What Trump going to do? He's going to talk to Lazinski, and he's going to also talk to Russia, because I know we both have lost a lot of people in this war. Trump is about stopping it, and I know he ain't going to send those troops over there like that to guard Ukraine. What he going to do? Like he said, he going to through strength, you know, peace through strength is what he's going to do, and do strength through peace. He's going to do that, and if they don't comply, it's going to be sanctions on them, as well as tariffs and all kind of stuff. But I know both countries will comply. They will comply, though, because I don't see us sending no troops over there. Trump is all about stopping the war, making sure that he's all about stopping that war. But I don't see him sending no troops over there though, and things. So yeah, man. I mean, because this is what we really put. This is another reason why we voted for Trump, because Trump is for peace. He's not for this whole war thing or whatever like that. The old war machines and the war hawks, of course they're for it. You know, of course they're for it. Yeah. So other than that, though, I know we talked about the DEI programs versus the merit-based programs, hiring approach to hiring and admissions. We talked about that. This actions reflect the border culture shift initiated by Trump administration, aiming to uh, redefine approaches to diversity and inclusion in both public and private sectors. The long-term effects on organization policies and social dynamics will yet be fully recognized. Well, we know that they're fighting Trump on every level now. Yeah, they can fight, change stuff around, try to make sure that this is stopped and things like that because their whole system, Trump has been dismantling their whole system ever since he actually got in power. You know what I'm saying? So, again, with the diversity, equity, inclusion, this is going to be a thing in the past, ladies and gentlemen. No formalized equality measures and things like that. There right now, since this mandate this executive order has been issued and things like that, a lot of the companies are pulling down this DEI stuff and all this other type of practices. They're taking it away and things like that. So this is a beautiful thing. America is in the process of still healing. And by the time, since Trump is setting this thing up to be a dynasty, we really don't have anything to worry about. This DEI thing will be a thing in the past. It's going away. It's not, they're fighting now, but I heard that in California, they've been raising a war chest full of money about, what is it, $50 million so far. They're raising up some type of funds to combat and for the legal, because they're trying to send the attorneys after Trump, you know? And sending these attorneys after Trump regards to the executive orders that Trump have been signing. And I know it also with the illegal immigrants that's over here, these illegal criminals. Yeah. Omega says to me, easy way to get a hold of me is Discord. Okay. I'm going to take a screenshot of that as well right now. I am on Discord, but I need to back up though I got Discord and it's already open. What I'm talking about. I'm gonna follow you on that, man, and that way we can get together. That's cool. Yep, that'll be real cool, man. Yeah, but yeah, and then that way I'm gonna put that Discord, and I can set the Discord room up where we can all actually go in there, have a great time, chatting on there as well, and things. So yeah, that'd be real cool. Yep, exactly. Thanks for that though, Omega. Yeah, because I gotta give you mine. I'm gonna have to when I open up my Discord, then I'm gonna look for you under this. I took a screenshot of this. So yeah, there we go. Yeah, but I'm really happy for you guys. I thank you for the likes too and the subs. I thank you guys as well. Some of the new people that came in that I don't recognize. I appreciate it. John says California has another 10,000 acres of wildfire to fight. It expanded overnight. They they might better use the 50 billion. Yeah, that's right. They raised 50 billion on that. Yeah, because Trump broke the whole thing down. How they had the water in that reservoir and things. Incompetence of the DEI hires that they had, and an incompetent mayor that was definitely a DEI as well. I'm glad that we're getting rid of this stuff and going back to normalcy. I've never seen it this bad where we can't even get a fire chief to fight fires. She really didn't know what she was even doing or what she was even talking about. I felt embarrassed for her. It was just terrible. But yeah, but you're right though, John. Though so the money that's they're been raising, yeah, because they already take the money that they had budgeted for this type of stuff. See, this is the criminality behind this type of stuff, man. It's just totally jacked. Um, I don't see the Democrats, to be really honest with you, because they have no leadership already. Nobody is willing to step up and call Joe Biden out, because Joe Biden still wield power in the Democratic Party. This is why everybody is just afraid. You notice they didn't give Nancy Pelosi. Joe Biden didn't give Nancy Pelosi a pardon. Uh-oh. There's a few people he did not give a pardon to. John says they are using the water to save yeah, yes, what is it called? The Delta smelt? Yeah, that's what they say. But the water to save and the lavish fish instead of feeding people. Exactly. It's called the Delta smelt. Doesn't the Delta smelt need water? That's what Trump even said. Doesn't it need water? Oh man, the Delta smelt. I wonder what the Delta smelt tastes like. I like smelt. Yeah, that sounds good too. Having some smelt. Yeah, Mega says they also donated their fire trucks to Ukraine idiots. I mean, yeah, man, it's their whole party, man, is lunacy. I never seen the Dems this damn bad. But this tells you that they have no real leadership for a long time. It has gotten worse from Obama, the arch deceiver, and the fallen messiah, and then now, with this Joe Biden thing, man, it's bad. Gavin Knucklehead Newscom, he's not. I don't see him even being around, being considered. They didn't pretty much turn California red. Y'all do realize that, right? Just like they did with Chicago. Chicago is a red. All those residents there are red. They're voting for Trump. It's a damn shame what they did. And the trucks, what else you have here? And the trucks they keep can't pass diesel emissions. And we're offline. This is a major F up. Yeah, man. Yeah, this is sad, man. This is bad. This happened here in America. This is a first world nation. There's no excuse for it. John says, God forbid you suck diesel fumes in that wood smoke. I know, right? Yeah, man. Uh, uh, uh. This is this is worse than Apollo, amateur night at Apollo, man. This is just outright criminal. Is what they did, and it happened under Newsom's watch. It happened under the mayor watch. The mayor looks like a DEI hire. This is one of the main reasons why we cannot have a DEI anything. Look at it. They had those four lesbians. Lesbians! They have four fat lesbians up there, right? That are DEI hires. And look at the incompetency happen there. I ain't gonna let them get off the hook either. Because we know that some women have a tendency of always crying victim and avoiding accountability and responsibility. You put that uniform on, you got in that position by DEI. That's why you would never wear that suit. What did Trump even fire the admiral that was a DEI? How you gonna have a DEI admiral over in the Navy, right? How in the hell can a DEI hire become an admiral of the Navy? You know what it takes to be an admiral? Just like a brigadier general, a 5-star general. Do you know? And she gets in there because what? She have a vagina, probably a lesbian or something, transgender something. Well, yeah, there you go. Man, I would hate to be under her command. His command, whatever. I would hate to be under that command. I really would. John says they still haven't said a word about the battery storage, right? Complex. Yeah, since you told me that, 300-watt battery, yeah, transgender, right? Trans something, transgender. All that, we don't even acknowledge that no more. I'm so glad about that. No, we are acknowledging it. We don't acknowledge it. Now they can still go out there and be that, but there ain't no laws gonna be protecting them. Talking about, yeah, you misgender me. Oh, you misgender me. No, we got that stupid Omega. I mean, yeah, we got that stupid law that Gretchen Whitmer passed a couple years ago. If you misclassify or misgender someone, it could be fines and penalties. I guess that gonna go out the window because Trump rolled in an executive order. That's gonna trump that. It's a federal, yep, ratchet Hitler. Yep, you mean. Thank you so much. I keep forgetting about that. Yeah, we call it ratchet Hitler around here. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, we over here in Michigan, right? And things like that. But yeah, man. Yeah, so yeah, about those John was talking about those battery storage complex that they had over there. 300, you said about 300-watt battery storage regards to that. Now, what the heck are you doing with a 300-watt batteries stored all together? Because when there's a fire and you got a battery and you have acid, I mean, it's a recipe for something majorly to happen. You're not putting that fire out no time soon. That is considered an electric fire. You know? There's certain type of stuff. I bet you those DEIs don't know that. Knowing they stupid behind, they'll try to put water on it. Oh man. Jack says, is that Monmouth Mall in the underground, in the background? No, no, that's not. I'm over here at the airport. John says 350 megawatt. Yes, 350. No acid. Okay. They are lithium batteries. So let me ask you this though, John. And I know a little about lithium batteries. So with the lithium, when such thing as fire and lithium, we know that they don't mix. What is going to happen with that type of explosion? I appreciate you subscribing, Jack. Thank you, man. Thank you very much, man. We got Jack. You may have to help me out on the pronunciation of that last name. It looked European because I see the dots above the U. You know, toxic smoke. Okay, I know it's gonna be toxic for sure. So yeah, man. I mean, yeah, you got a good point though, John. Storing these 350 megawatt batteries. Do you know what 350 megawatt batteries would look like? The size of those bad boys? We're not talking about a Duracell. We're not talking about a double or triple A battery. We're talking about a 350 megawatt battery. John says they let it burn itself out. Yeah, that's all you can do. Yeah. I'm surprised the DEI women didn't try to go over there and try to put it out with no water, you know? It's sad though, isn't it? It is sad though. Yeah. But yeah, man. Yeah, gentlemen, man. Yeah, we covered ground. We talked about that DEI stuff that Trump was gonna get. Already got rid of it. Already got rid of it though, man. I mean, we were in a very very good position because what they were doing before, they were basically when DEI practices was put into place, they had the anti-discrimination, anti-harassment policies, flexible work arrangements. Ain't that something? flexible work arrangements to accommodate diverse needs, unconscious bias training for employees and leaders, unconscious bias training. This is the stuff that what we were under before. Number two, recruitment and hiring, outreach to under repressed communities, under repressed communities. Are they talking about underserved communities when they say under present? This says under present communities. Diverse hiring panels to reduce bias, clear pathways to career advancement for marginalized groups. Number three, education and training, DEI workshops and culture competency training, right? These are the things here that they have going on, you know. Here it is, initiatives to address microaggression and create an inclusive culture. Number four, supplier and vendor diversity, partnering with minority owned and women owned or other diverse businesses. Number five, data collection and accountability, regular assessments of diversity matrix within the organization, transparent reporting on progress towards DEI goals. Benefits of DEI policies. Number one, increase innovation and creative due to diverse perspectives. Number two, better decision making, problem solving. Number three, empowered employee morale, retention, and productivity. Number four, enhance enhance reputation and alignment with societal values. There it is right here. This is the stuff right here, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see. So Omega says they would mix up. Okay, so they also mixed up the words. Unconsciousness replies that it happened even even when you do nothing, but all of their rhetoric replies action, therefore subconsciously biased. I agree with that. Should be the term. They are stupid. Yeah, but this is the type of nonsense that we've been dealing with for a very long time. This ain't just happened with Joe Biden. This stuff, as you guys been around and things, probably I think even before Obama, they've been implementing this stuff in though, you know. But a lot of the stuff, some of these things did happen under Obama with the transgender thing. I will admit that. Some of this stuff was already here before him, but we put a stop to the nonsense. We all did. All of us did. We put a stop because we got tired of it, right? So this is what it is, you know. Um, Criticisms and challenges, right? Number one, resistant to change, right? Or claim to reverse discrimination. Think about this, ladies and gentlemen. Resistance to change or claim of reverse discrimination. Number two, superficial um, without measurable impact, aka tokenism. Here's another one, token. Be the token. I remember this, being a token black. You had to hire a certain amount of blacks in business, right? Being a token black. I hate being a token black. Because token black just means I just got in here because I was black, not because I was off of merit, you know? That's why a lot of people around here hating me or whatever, saying this guy, what the hell? That's like me becoming what is it, an engineer. Even though I may have studied a little bit, but I read a lot about engineering I don't know. But I had to hire me because I was a token black. Oh, man. Number three, balancing diverse needs without aligning with minority groups. Yep. Yeah, this is the rhetoric right here, man. DEI in practice. Many organizations, schools, governments integrate DEI policies into their mission and strategy plans. For example, including federal initiatives to promote workplace equity or corporation programs to increase diversity in leadership. Wow. If you are interested in a specific, you see, this is the thing about it right here. This DEI practice, ladies and gentlemen, this is the type of stuff right here that we talked about already. And as Omega said, I'm gonna read what he said right now. I'm gonna come back on this again. Omega says their tactics, or the tactic is the same as the failed German artist party, right? And that you make ish up. Then repeat the made up BS enough times, gaslighting you for the um, vericities of their made up BS. They're made up BS. Man, Omega, I love your vocabulary, man. You got a very beautiful vocabulary. You and John, man. Yep. Make me have to go back and do some brush up on some stuff, man. I am going to do it. But yeah, man, it really is, man. This is the type of stuff here, man, that you know what I'm saying, we fell down as a people. And now that, I mean, they are upset. Not that we care because we won, but they are upset. They are outraged about this. They think this is the worst thing ever, and they don't know what to do. They don't know what to do. And Rachel Maddow, she is on borrowed time, just like The View. They're on borrowed time, man. I don't see. I wonder what they're gonna do with Rachel Maddow's contract. Didn't they have to renegotiate it? Aren't they paying her like 30? Was it 20 million or 30 million now? She was a lot higher than that before. She had to take a pay cut. Do y'all see people like Rachel Maddow still around and things because if the ratings keep dropping? ABC is in trouble too. Ratings are dropping. MSNBC is the worst out of all of them. CNN, CIA, CNN. Yeah, yeah, they busting up Hollywood too, ladies and gentlemen. They busting up Hollywood, man. Yep, they busting up Hollywood, man. They got what is it? They got Sylvester Stallone and who else? And they got Sylvester Stallone. They got Mel Gibson, which these are actors that I love to watch in the movies, though, man. You know, who was the third one? They going. He said he's gonna be his eyes in Hollywood, where they're gonna go in there and monitor and make sure anything that looks out of place or this and that, they're gonna, cause they're the ambassadors of Hollywood. That's what they are. Yeah, it's one more too, but they all three of them are the ambassadors of Hollywood. Yep, boy, that's why I say Trump know how to market stuff, doesn't he? You know, the external revenue service. Yeah, I appreciate Trump coming through here though too. He just trying to keep be on the down low, you know. Can y'all imagine if that was really Trump? Yeah, yeah, but yeah, man. But other than that, yeah, man, it's a beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful thing. Just sitting up over here, man. It's a little slower today. We was picking up earlier, man. We had a nice little snowstorm. That's how you guys are seeing all this snow right now. I'm so used to driving in this stuff, man. You know, I really am. But yeah, man. So toodaloo to DEI, meaning didn't earn it, right? It's gonna be a merit-based system from now on. You know, merit-based. Yeah, Mega says, just a clue. You in Adolf was a failed German artist, right? He was. He was a failed German artist. And his failed German artist party, right, from 1939 to 1945. Yeah, yeah, yep, yep. The Fuhrer, Adolf Hitler, one of the most feared as well as the most terrible man of what he did to the Jews and all the rest of that stuff. Yeah, yeah, that was something else, man. That was something else. Yeah, they even trying to get Elon on the Zyhel. They try to get him on that, man. This is ridiculous, man. It really is. They try to get him on this type of stuff, man. Uh, uh. When would they stop? Yeah, Megan says, but the ones who act like them call us the failed German artist apologists. Right? Exactly. Yep, they do. Yep, they sure do. Because we already went over it who financed him anyway. He was already financed and everything like that. So, there was some people that was backing him. IBM is one of them, right? It's going to tell the truth now. He wouldn't have got rose to prominence like that unless he had some big international banker, titans backing him to finance the Third Reich, and all the rest of this stuff. Yeah, the German war machine, yeah, the U-boat and a lot of other stuff. Yeah, the German technology, yeah. Always sound like Hitler was hollering though when he was speaking in German. That's why you don't want to be speaking in German with old senior citizens though that still remember being when they were like little kids in German in the German war like Warsaw and all the rest of them. Um, yeah, we got the Simon Wiesenthal Center here. Yeah, man. Oh man, that's another whole thing though, man. Yeah, man. That's something else. Inglorious Bastards. Remember that movie too? I never saw it though. Then it was Schindler's List. Yep, Schindler's List. That was another one. Yeah, yeah, Schindler's List. The Diary of Anne Frank. Yeah, that was the one too that we, the Diary of Anne Frank. And not the model, but the Jewish girl. And things like that. So yeah, man. Yeah, that's something else, man. It's like history, man. We don't learn from the past. We are doomed to repeat it. You know. Yeah, I remember they were accusing Trump of being a modern Adolf Hitler. They still saying it. AOC is losing her damn mind, though, ladies and gentlemen. AOC, man. AOC is like a little gnat fly that won't go away, man. And she's rising in the ranks of the Democratic Party. This is crazy, though, man. She sounds like a little 18-year-old schoolgirl, right? That they just gave. See, this is a DEI hire right there. DOC is a DEI hire. She's not the only one. We can name a few of them, but the AOC is a DEI hire. You can just tell, man. She don't know anything. It's just mindless and clueless. John says, first, you got to have a mind to lose. Yeah, you're right about that. She doesn't have one. She doesn't have one. Is this the Democratic Party? Is this their champion? Is AOC? Because she's going to be trying to run in the future. They try to groom her. Man, you thought that. Look at Kamala Harris. She's a DEI as well, right? Look at all these DEIs, man. We didn't talk about it. Look at all their failure DEI hires that they put in prominent positions. There's no way in the world a vice president should be a DEI. Yeah, John said the New York voters at their finest. I know, right? This is absolutely ridiculous, man. This is horrible. You mean to tell me that it's not about merit? Shouldn't you have some type of qualifications to be a vice president trying to be a president? one that's afraid to talk to people, one that would not hold press conferences, let alone a campaign. And then you never really understood what her policy was about because they never had one. This is terrible, man. The worst thing ever. I mean, this is horrible. Dane says, and now, was it Jocelyn Benson is now running for governor here. I just seen. Well, let me ask you this: is that another DEI hire? Because in New York, man, they're gonna have a lot of DEIs. It's still blue there, as much. And I was born in New York. John says she's fed us a lot of salad, though. That's what I'm saying, though, man. It's like that's all they know how to do. They're gonna put another. They're gonna put a woman DEI haven in New York City, New York, California, Chicago. Big blue areas. The big blue is what I'm gonna call them. Dane says, isn't Hitler been here for like 20 years already? No, she ain't been here 20 years. She's been the governor here in Michigan for about, let me see, her term. She's almost 8 years. Almost 8 years. Omega says, shitty Secretary of State Benson. Yeah, shitty. Yeah. She probably has. I just know the governor haven't been in there that long because she'll be running again soon though. John says, mark my words, AOC is Schumer's replacement in the Senate. Yeah, and that's the thing though, man. We way that Trump got this thing set up, it's a dynasty. The MAGA dynasty is gonna be here for a long time. The Dems have sealed their fate when they really messed up with North Carolina, Florida, the FEMA thing. People haven't forgotten that. California, the wildfires, all this other stuff. I mean, the kind of people have been, excuse my French, effed over with the houses burning down. They have to pay back that loan. The insurance companies wouldn't cover it, but they can give Hunter Biden $30 million for some shitty ass paintings that ain't worth. I wouldn't buy. Who's gonna buy Hunter Biden's photos? I mean his paintings. I can paint better than this guy. Who's gonna buy his shitty cracked out ass photos? I mean his paintings. I wouldn't buy them at all. Uh, Omega says 6 years Michigan governor exactly during the midterms. Yeah, Dan says just kidding. Seems like a long ass time though. I know, right? It has been a while. Yep, it has been a while. It does seem like a long time. Hitler Whitner, stretch it, Gretchen. Yeah, she. That's the thing about it, though, man. She was the one that we lost a lot of these businesses. Remember, she locked down with the COVID thing. She was the one that says that these guys were trying to kidnap her from the MAGA thing. Like we were just out of control going up there to get her. It was all staged and made up. It's like, man, this is bad acting. What is this? What is this? Amateur night at the Apollo? What the? You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even convincing. Nobody trying to kidnap her. You know what I'm saying? Now, I admit she's nice looking and all, but that's about it. You can't do nothing with no liberal minded woman. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Get in a relationship with that. Shit. You'll be divorced. She'll take you for everything you got. You'll be miserable, man. Horrible. Horrible. Stretch it, Gretchen Hitler. Oh, yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, this DEI stuff had got to stop. You know what I'm saying? What y'all think? Is Stretch It Gretchen, is she DEI as well? What y'all think? Our current governor, which possibly may be running too. She may be running. Stretch It Gretchen would make the train run around. I know. train turn around. She would make the train turn around. Stretch it, Gretchen. Yeah. The one that said fix the damn roads. Dane says there's no effing work here in Michigan. I'm looking for a general laboring entry level job. Can't effing find a job. Gotta get monetized online somehow. The jobs are barely scrap. You buy out here, yeah. The jobs in Michigan right now, but right now it's going to be a struggle period right now because we got Trump in here. It's going to take a little time to get the economy up, but I believe it's going to be a little faster than that because he's already making plans, making moves, getting things done. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we got to do what we got to do until the meantime. But Omega says, leave that hack alone. Yeah, Ratchet Hitler looks like a southbound, a southbound end of a non-bound horse, right? I wouldn't hit that with a paper bag. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but John said the same thing. Stretch it, Gretchen, you know? Yeah, Ratchet Hitler. That's a really good name for her, Ratchet Hitler. But we got names for all of them, that's for sure, though. Yeah, she is Ratchet. hmm There's something about those eyes, y'all heard, you know? Yeah, a double bagger. Yeah, we got to put a double bag on her, man, you know? Turn off the lights. Yeah, turn around here, Ratchet Hitler, you know? She got a big butt too. She said her hips. She got a big butt, big butt. I'm gonna have to start calling her Big Butt Ratchet Hitler. She do got a big butt. Yeah, maybe a plastic bag, zip tied. you know, the brothers still be looking at her though. Yeah, anytime they see a big butt, no matter who it is though. Yeah. Never trust a big butt in a smile. That girl is poison. Oh man, can't trust a big butt in the smile, man. She, and Ratchet Hitler do got a big butt. She don't smile very much, but she do got a big butt. Doing the butt. Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, boy, that's something else, man. Yeah, there's a lot of businesses, Yeah, pretty sure she's yeah, one of those like leopard people. Y'all think she might be one of those lizard people? The Dracos that live down in the earth, the shift changers. Yeah, that'd be something else. Come to find out, she's one of the lizard people, man. Omega says she's an idiot, born and raised liberal hellhole, Lansing. Yeah, yeah, man. Got a nephew that live up that way. Yeah, John Paddock says, have a good day, y'all. It's auction day, so I'm heading out. Oh, you're going to the auction, man. It's nothing like a farm country auction. What do we have? What do they have? What do they have? We got this over here. We got this mirror here, going once, going twice, going three times. We got the mirror here, beautiful mirror, mirror steer. We got him here. Look at him. He's over going once, going twice, going three times now, going three times now. How many times we got? We got John here. We got John here. Got John here. John said he got 100 on it. 100. Do I have 200? Do I have 200? Do I have 200? I got a bit of auctioneer. Yeah, Omega says, funny thing is, notice that the Democrats or the demo KKK rats seem to flock to capital cities. Yeah, that they always seem to do that. That's why I was addressing the 70. I mean the 92%. I'm sorry, the 82% um, in our community of black women. They are still convinced that this whole liberal thing is the greatest thing since sliced bread. It's all emotions and lies and deceit. They don't get it. Yeah, Omega says, got to be a little faster. I know, right? I gotta be a little faster, yeah, so that way you know, yeah, you gotta be a little faster though, man. You know, they talk fast though, yeah. Yeah, brain can't keep up. Yeah. Can you imagine if we have our congressmen talking like auctioneers? They be speaking fast. They'll be saying nothing anyway though for a lot of these politicians. Hmm. Yeah, but we all in agreement that the Dems are done, man. I mean, they're done. They are really done. They single-handedly destroyed their own party, and they don't even, and they're oblivious into how they did it. You know, it ain't bad marketing. They still go on being bad marketing. They won't take accountability or responsibility of their own party failure. They still think that because of bad planning was the reason why they lost. It has nothing to do with bad planning. They misread the people. Even the National Economic Summit people even said that. They said they missed it too. Trump knew what the problem was, and he addressed the issue with common sense. Everything he was saying, show strength through peace. Trump was about the peace. Biden wanted World War III. He was advocating for it. Actually, a lot of their people, they didn't want to put the 25th Amendment on him. They were afraid of Biden. They were afraid of Biden. Kamala Harris was afraid of Biden. It was so bad on that interview when they asked her what she would have done something different. She practically said she'll just continue doing the same thing. Was nothing. They're all afraid of him. Omega says liberalism isn't exactly the left. Liberalism is without leftists. Isn't that bad? Yeah, I know, right? They ruined liberalism. They did. Liberalism is liberalism without lefterism. Yeah, I agree with that. Although the leftists uh, inflated the libertarian party, because you don't even hear about libertarian anymore. But let me see here. It was Green Party is what they call it now. I saw that on the voting ticket. The Green Party and things like that. Yeah, RFK Jr. Did he run as a Green Party or no? He ran as a moderate. Yeah, he ran. Yeah, as a moderate, I believe it is. But he made the right decision. RFK Jr. Yeah, he made the right decision because it would have been no way in hell he would have won that, man. He wouldn't have got in though. They boxed him out. He couldn't even get a. I mean, it was amazing that he even got on the ticket. You know, to be honest, it was amazing that he got on the ticket. But he did the right thing, aligning himself with Trump. It's more sweet than bitter for him, that's for sure. You know what I'm saying? He can work on the health thing, uh, by pulling us away from the World Health Organization, getting right a lot of these GMOs and all this other stuff out of our country, bringing us back to where we should be. You know what I'm saying? Omega says the Green Party was destroyed by the leftists. RFK was fully independent. True. Our BS set of state Benson kept him on the ticket to distract voters from Trump, but it failed. But Omega, remember, they still had RFK Jr. on the ticket well after he accepted joining on with Trump. He asked several times to be removed off the ticket. They wouldn't do it. And I think he had to take a court order for some of them, whatever. But they still had him on the ticket in Michigan. For sure, he was on the ticket here in Michigan. I do remember that. But you're absolutely right, though, too. They kept that up to confuse and as far as the people, because we all know anybody that would have voted for RFK, thinking that RFK was still an independent, by default it would have went back to the Democratic Party anyway. Though, even my mother told me that, So yeah, Omega says that is what I said. She did it on purpose. I know, to detract voters from Trump, but it failed. It did. It did fail. Yep, it did. I mean, this is the extent that they will go. But we don't have to worry about it because I don't see they're gonna be so pleased with Trump and us going into the golden age. They're gonna be so happy and pleased. No taxes on this, no taxes on tips, no and with the Social Security benefits and all the rest of this stuff. I mean, who is gonna want to go back to the old system? Nobody, even the naysayers. They're not that dumb, at least I don't think. Would they want to pay taxes again when we get to a point where we're not paying taxes no more? Don't have to file for the IRS, the criminal organization they called was it a the Internal Revenue Service and the Federal Reserve. Yeah, but yeah, man, we are on the brink of something great right now. That's what I'm seeing. And that's why I love talking about this type of stuff. Going back to the Constitution, doing what's right, feeling good. So, yeah, man, no more DEI hires. No more. I gotta hire a transgender person, binary, right? Call me by my non-binary name. Oh, call me they, he, she, it. You know what I'm saying? That's just crazy stuff, man. I never wanted to go by that anyway, but now it's a thing in the past, ladies and gentlemen. We are bringing back two genders, one male, one female. The schools will have a Bible in there, pledge to allegiance, right? Religion because of the First Amendment, right? That protect our freedom, far as with our freedom of speech, freedom of religion, right? These things, as well as freedom of the press, right? All these things is beautiful things, though, right? Megan says reinstating all service members. Thank you for reminding me. Yep, thank you for reminding me of that, Omega. Yep, that is correct. Who were removed during the Pope mandates. I think we can say vaccine now because he gotten rid of because Zuckerberg got to play hardball, man. He had to go over there and kiss the ring in Mar-a-Lago. So I'm going to say it. Vaccine. I'm not being monetized any damn way. Shoot. Vaccine. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Just saying what it is, man. Okay, I got myself a ride. But yeah, I'm just saying for what it really is, man, because, we are bringing, and I'm going to talk about that a little bit more. Censorship is being removed. Freedom of speech is being held up. So we don't have to sit up in here and play these games about what I can and can't say and all this other kind of stuff, because we are protected under the Constitution. And now that we have a president that observed the Constitution, we know that Biden didn't. And he done a lot of things. But a constitutionalist, he was not. He was anti-American through and through. He did not care about America. He didn't consider us as citizens. That's another thing you're going to start hearing. We're going to go back to being citizens of the United States of America. That's the thing about it. Man, it was a beautiful thing. Stupid. They just be stupid around here. It's a beautiful thing. Guy just cut me off. See, these guys, a lot of them ain't from over here anyway, though. That's why I'm going to call that. I got that tip hotline number. I'm going to put that tip, when I do my studio thing again, I'm going to put the tip hotline number back over here again, ladies and gentlemen. Because you can Google that, too, for ICE. You know what I'm saying? Ice, baby. And that way you can make a tip. You can do an anonymous tip. Oh, yeah, by the way, man, you already know, man, they already been cracking down. You guys already know it. ICE agents have made, how many arrests they've been making? Man, they've been making a record number of arrests already. They're getting rid of all the criminals first. Before they go after these illegal criminals, they got to go after the hard criminals first. They've been rounding them up splitting them up, hitting them up, you know what I'm saying? Hit them up, split them up, get them up, get them out of here, you know? It's a beautiful thing. Boy, we are looking real good. We're going to have these criminals. No more sanctuary cities. They're trying to fight in the court. Trump, it's no more sanctuary cities. No more sanctuary cities. Now, the thing with the birthright citizenship, that was something that the illegals should never, here's the DMs again, the only people that have access to birthright citizenship, yep, stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. Yay, yeah, I know, right? Man, that's DMX. That is DMX. That's what Omega said. That's exactly what we did. DMX, I had to read that one. I knew where you was going with this one, man. Stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. Yay. This is how Rough Riders roll. I know. It's Trump and the Rough Riders. I know. If Trump can actually create another organization called the Rough Riders, man. Man, the Rough Riders, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, let me see here. I gotta read back what Omega said, and then did you? Okay, I did what you are doing 10 years ago. I remember you were saying that. I'm just still cautious because I don't trust. Right, exactly. Purgeets, Alphabet, Google. I know, right? I totally understand, man. I appreciate it, though. I understand. Capira says Chicago mayor wants to continue supporting as a sanctuary city. It's not going to work, though. That's why the ICE agents are coming over there. We don't recognize, with the new administration, we don't recognize sanctuary cities no more because this is an executive order from the federal government. That's why the agents are coming in. I'm aware of Chicago. I did a cover of that before Trump got inaugurated. When Trump got sworn in at his inauguration. It's going to go down. There's no sanctuary cities no more. We shut down the border. The ICE agents is already coming in things. Tom Homan is on his way to some of these other areas. They've been making monumental arrests with the people already, the criminals. They don't have nowhere to hide. You can run, but you can't hide. If you think in the New York Minute that they are safe in a sanctuary city, I got a bridge to sell people. They are not safe. They are not safe and sound. They will be apprehended and they will be sent to detention centers waiting to be exiled back to their country of origin. That is what's happening right now. We have won once again. We them boys. We them boys. Yeah, we are. We them boys. You know, what's that, Wiz Khalifa? Yeah, we them boys. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. We're going to be feeling good about ourselves, ladies and gentlemen. ICE agents, ICE baby, the shutdown, the takedown. Yep, stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. Oh, no, this is how Rough Riders roll. Boy, the Rough Riders, though. I call ICE the Rough Riders, you know? That's exactly what it is, though, you know? It's a beautiful thing, man. We're going to shut them down, open up shop, man. We have shut down sanctuary cities. There will be no sanctuary. ICE, baby. Ice, baby. Yep. Stop. Yep. Corroborate and listen. Vanilla Ice. Oh, yeah. Boy, we have won, though. We have a lot to be thankful for, man. We really do. ICE is on the pursuit. We're going to lock them up, break them up, shake them up, you know, shake and bake them. We're going to shake and bake them, man. That's what I'm talking about, you know. Yep, shake and bake. Yep, shaking and baking. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing, you guys. I thank you guys for being on the live. I got a passenger pickup. I just made it inside of the terminal. But I am going to come back as promised to do a continuation on this because I got much more I want to talk about. So as soon as they get their behind in here, and I can take them, I gotta take them to Southfield, or maybe I gotta run over there to Southfield, drop him off. I think he's coming right now. So I thank you guys. It's unlocked. You just gotta lift it. You gotta lift it up. All right, guys. And I'll see you on my next one I do when I get back. Peace. And I love you guys for subscribing to me as well. Thank you guys so much, man. I try to do my best doing my lives. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate all of you. Peace.